I'm guessing. Oh, yes.
Oh, recording. Oh,
Woohoo.
okay. So now that we're recording and it's on the clock,
Ah,
I'm 105 an hour.
um,
Oh, it's asking me if I want to leave the meeting. Bye. Speaking
so
of charging,
yes,
I need to talk to you about your social media fees and what you're at because I'm telling you, it's a priority. My
I'm.
CP, the
Go
CPA
ahead.
that I had kind of messed up my taxes. So I'm in the middle of, yeah, which is why,
Figuring all that out. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm in the process of transitioning to a new CPA, and it's like that you're next on my line because if I never have to touch social media ever again, I'm doing okay
I
for myself.
I got you. I got you. Also, I'm pretty sure from when I last sent you all my stuff, I don't think I've changed pricing at all, but
Okay.
we can talk about
Okay.
that. Um, so yeah, anyways, since we are recording this, you guys, welcome to Grooming on the Spectrum featuring Nicole. She is going to tell us, if you have been here since the beginning, if you're an OG listener to our lives, you know that Nicole has been very lovingly harping on me to check out Notion to the
Very lovely.
extent that I have it written 3 times on my envelope.
My favorite one
So,
though is like the slightly crooked one.
oh, this one right here,
Yeah.
right
Like
there.
like you can just tell the desperation as it's like just leaning. Like
It's
help,
just
help
limp.
me.
Please use it.
I'm
So
running out of space.
anyways,
Help.
yes, no, Nicole, well, yeah, my envelope is basically full, which is why I need Notion. So Nicole has been gracious enough to give us her time and kind of help us understand it a little bit. And yeah,
All right, for the record, Notion is like a huge ocean of amazing. And I only
Ocean
know,
Notion.
yeah, ocean Notion, except I only know like tiny little Lake Michigan. Okay,
Okay.
so
I
yeah.
mean, that's still a pretty damn big body of water.
It's
So,
it's a whole lot more than we know.
It's a lot
yes.
of hours on YouTube and messing
Okay.
things up and then figuring out like, oh, okay. And
Yeah.
the nice thing about Notion is it's like it's completely customizable. So what works for me might not work for you, but then you can
Right.
just move things
You can
around and
just
set
play
things
with
up
it.
differently.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
so there's a lot of cool things about Notion.
I'm so excited. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm signing up today. Like, if there's a paid version, I'm
No,
probably gonna do that
oh,
too.
maybe. Yeah, I do. So Notion does have a free plan. So if you're
Okay.
like worried about
Like
paying,
whether I'll actually like it, do
yeah,
the
just do the
yeah.
free. I pay for the personal plan, like the one step up. And the only
Okay.
reason why, yeah, the only reason why I do that is because I'm an artist, so I like things to look pretty. So I drop
Yeah.
in a ton of images. Also, I use it as my employee hub for the business.
Nice.
So then that
Okay.
way us employees can like if something's running low or if something breaks, they can put it in the Notion if I'm not there or something. And then when it'll alert me and let me know like so and so put something on the page and then I'd be like, "Oh, table's broken." Like, cool. Like so,
So you said artist. Do you draw?
mhm. I paint.
Okay. Okay. We need to totally have like a painting sesh at
Oh,
some
yeah, yeah,
point.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I don't know what I'm doing. I do painting with a twist. Ignore
Okay.
this. I thought painting by number would be fun, but after I've actually
Oh,
learned painting,
yeah.
painting by number is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I hate it
Yeah.
because I'll be like, what number even is that? And then I'm like, you
Well,
know what?
and
I don't even like these colors anyways. So
it's like you can't even get like full color flush before going over, like it's just so much makes more sense to just do the background and then do the layers versus this. So I can't do this. So
yeah,
yeah.
it's trash.
Anyways,
And I
basically.
love your easel. I miss
Thank
having an
you.
easel.
Yes.
I mostly paint in my because I have a little chaotic in an
Yeah.
organized way. I have
Yeah. Yeah.
Notion. I have two paper planners.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I paint in my paper planners. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So um,
That's awesome.
I couldn't give up the stationery. I was like, I love being digital, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, but at the same time, I need my stationery. Like,
Right.
where's my
Right.
fountain pen? You know, yeah, yeah.
Like if you ever offered art classes, I'm there.
Oh man,
There.
don't tempt
Peyton
me.
Sips. Peyton Sips at the
Paint and
Meditative Groomer Academy.
paint
I
and
know, right?
sips. Yes. Which how far are you guys away from each other now? Do you know off the top of your head?
I would say 2 hours.
Okay.
Where are you again?
I'm in West Chicago, which is near Naperville.
Okay.
So depending on traffic, the Schaumburg Convention Center takes me about a half an hour.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about an hour 15 from the Schaumburg Convention Center. So
Okay.
Yeah, so I'd say about 2 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would be the first one to sign up. So
Well, I mean, maybe.
because I'm gonna be spending a lot of time over in that neck of the woods once
Oh,
I'm
are
on
you?
the road. Yeah, once we're like living on the road, I'll
Oh,
be
okay.
and once certain programs get created, I will be there a lot.
Oh, okay.
Just not in the winter and not in the summer.
Right. No, I mean, I don't even want to be here in the winter. Actually,
Excuse
We're-
me, Meg, we just planned a time for you to be here, and it will technically be winter.
is it like March though?
I know. No,
No,
it's
it's November.
late October, early November.
Oh,
So
no, no.
that's
According
manageable.
to my seasonal goals, which are based off of not the yearly calendar, but the
Yeah.
seasonal calendar.
Uh-huh,
So
uh-huh.
December 1st is technically my goals new year. So that's when I make my
Okay.
new year goals. And
Yeah.
then spring starts March 1st, and then summer starts June 1st. And then
Okay.
so like whatever the equinox falls, because
Yeah,
according to
yeah.
NASA does it on the 1st as well. So
Oh,
it
cool.
matches with their calendar. So
love it.
technically that's still fall. Just because December
Okay.
1st is winter. So
Okay. All right. So
That's true.
you see? So take that, you cold lover.
I guess thinking about it, because I go by the solstice of the 21st.
Right.
And so winter solstice wouldn't be until
December 21st.
December 21st.
Yeah. Sometimes the 22nd. Very rarely the 23rd.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. I didn't know those.
I just
floated
kind of at this point I celebrate it for like the general week of
the
that
whole.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried, but with the holidays and it's like every time it's like, oh, it's the coldest or it's the shortest day of the year. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, are we already there? Okay, can I clock out yet? Like
Moving on.
yeah, cool. Like I gotta go groom 14 more dogs. Like I'll see you later, you know, like yeah. But so that's why I do December 1st. It's just easier. Like
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is over. Usually
Right.
I'm like wrapping up, still have a little bit of downtime, and then
that's like the onslaught.
yep, December 1st. Let's do this. Like let's get
Oh my
let's get
gosh.
this month over with.
I
'cause
cannot wait to take stuff off your plate.
I know. Oh man. Oh, funny story. I actually had a lady, someone recommended her to come to me. She
Yeah.
filled out all new clients have to fill out an application form to get
Love
in.
it. Here
'cause,
for
like,
it.
Yeah,
Yep.
way too busy. I ain't got time to type your name in a computer. Like, get out of here. Go do it
You do
yourself.
it.
Yeah.
Yep,
And if you
yep.
can't do that, you can't come
You're
in.
not my client. Nope.
Not gonna deal with it. So she filled out the application form during the week so after Christmas is done, I take the week off.
Nice.
Week off, not grooming, still working,
doing all of the other things. Yes.
yeah, trying to catch up. And so she had called me and I answer actually the one time they answered the phone and she was like, oh, your social media was so quiet, I wasn't sure if you moved or not. And I was like,
oh no.
she's like, you haven't posted anything since October. And I'm like, yeah.
I know, thank you.
And she's like, yeah, you must be really busy, huh? Like a little bit. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, when you have dogs to groom, that is kind of back burner. I mean,
yeah, well, and it's like between grooming, teaching, because I'm teaching a couple people. I'm trying to populate the industry, everyone.
Nice, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I've got like 2 people. One works for me, one doesn't work for me, and then so grooming, teaching. I'm trying to get the YouTube channel back up and running.
Yes.
Editing, boo, audio.
Yeah.
So, between all of that, trying to maintain a household,
right,
do the whole like married thing. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to acknowledge he exists occasionally, and then taking care of all these dogs.
All the dogs. Yep.
Like, social media, you're not that important to me.
Which am I correct that you have changed locations?
I moved, yeah.
So, like you went from in-home to like actual salon, like salon. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
No.
I was gonna say, you have people working for you in your home?
No,
I mean, I wasn't
no,
gonna
no.
diss it, but no, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, no, legally, in my area, legally, I can't. If I can
I
legally build
gotcha.
in home, I can't have employees that don't live in the home.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
That makes sense.
and I don't want roommates.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
you can't just have like a giant boarding facility of groomers.
Like, all right, now you all live here.
Right.
I'm gonna go live somewhere else.
Right. Here's your list of chores, your little
Yeah.
chore calendar.
Yeah. Actually, in my Notion page on the employee portal is a chore calendar.
I'm so excited. So excited. Thank you for wrangling it back to topic, ma'am.
I'm telling you, I got
But no, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So whatever you're comfortable sharing. I don't know if you have the ability to share screen.
I think I do. I don't know this platform very well because I don't use Zoom too often.
Yeah, no worries.
Host disabled participant screen sharing.
Well,
Okay.
that's rude of the host.
Yeah, hosts, get
Gosh.
on it.
It's like she doesn't even want to see my Notion.
I honestly
That's probably like an automatic setting.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to figure out how to turn it off now.
Oh, you're
Okay.
the host. Oh, I was
Oh,
gonna.
yeah. Oh no, it's not me.
I think. Oh yeah, no.
No, it's not me. Which I don't know if I'm pointing correctly on your
Nope,
screen,
you
but
got
I
it
am.
that way.
Oh,
Yeah, there you
okay.
go. Yeah.
How do I
On my
do
screen,
this?
I'm pointing correctly.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, no,
Right.
it's Steph and I on top and you are below.
Oh,
It's
really?
like
'Cause
an
mine.
upside down triangle for me.
Oh, mine's all on the top row. So it's me. Yeah,
I
like I'm
bet
on the road.
Weird.
Mhm.
I don't know why I don't know. Also, I'm looking for you too, Steph, but I don't know where.
I think I got it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, fix my screen so that way I can type and do fun things. All right, sharing my screen.
Yay.
Oh wow, there's a lot of screens. There's a lot of windows.
I mean, that's the story of our life. We're constantly like, I'm like, hey, Stephanie, will you go look at this one document? She's like, hold on, there's like 10 windows open.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't tell
cool.
my husband how many tabs I have open.
You're fine.
My
which
one
reminds
friend,
me, I actually need to do payroll today too.
my
That
one
actually
friend,
looks like a whole ass website. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, Notion you can make. It's totally customizable. So this is my employee portal that
I see
that
that.
you have seeing right now.
I love that. Table knob broke and I can't move the
Yeah, I did not make this up. It's a real
No,
thing.
that's awesome. Getting low
ta-
so people can put on what's getting low so you know you can order
I like
it.
how it says table knob broke.
Yeah, me and my employee were pretty tight.
Oh, cool. So people can request the time off. They can see their schedule.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
that's amazing.
the time off is a Google form, so it goes straight to my work email. So then
Nice.
so then when I go to read my
Have
emails,
an official submission and it's right there. Okay.
yeah, so then I have track record.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the be sure to share your before and afters in the Google folder, if you take them.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on you about that.
I'm so bad.
You can ask Stephanie.
We even had a new client come in today, and it was I don't like to speak bad about my fellow groomers.
Right.
However, if you are married, and your husband's not a groomer, you probably shouldn't have him grooming client dogs. I'm just saying.
I mean, like grooming, or was like just bathing?
No, he
or like grooming
it.
with scissors and
Yeah, he groomed start to finish. He groomed it.
Oh.
Yep.
They weren't like teaching him.
If they were, he needs a new tutor because
burn.
I'm sorry. I teach students and they do work on some clients that because there's a lot of legalities when it comes to teaching. So it's like people who want a free groom because I can't legally charge them. So people who would like a free groom with the understanding that it is done by a student. So, but I do go over. I don't let it leave.
Well, like you're under supervision by a master groomer.
Like, where'd you get your dog groomed, Dog Normus? But it was a student. But still, like, what's before that?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, no, it was a really bad groom. And then I had almost finished the whole entire fixing it. It was a fixed job, and I almost finished fixing the whole entire thing. And then I looked up, and my employee looked over, and she's like, "You didn't take a before photo, did you?" I was like, I didn't. And then she's like, well, at least you'll remember the after photo. Finished up the groom, put the dog on the floor, and she's like, did you take an after photo? And I was like, no, I didn't. She's like, put the dog back on the table, take an after photo. I was like, yes, boss. So yeah,
Don't
so
worry, we'll figure something out. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I do have to prod people.
We'll put
I
a
have backlog.
Ring camera in watching you,
I have those. I
and
have
we'll
3 of
just
them.
watch you from.
And
Yeah,
I'll come over the intercom
zoom
like,
in.
Nicole, take a picture.
Yeah, no, I have all of that. My salon is super digitalized. Like the doors
Nice.
are all automatic, locking. Like everyone has their punch and code. I have cameras.
I love it.
That's
G's
awesome.
in there, so Google can turn on the music and the lights and all that jazz. So I try to make
That's
it
so
as
cool.
easy as possible. And then my goal is to have a tablet at each station, so the whole portal is there, and then that way.
That's
people
awesome.
I want to
are
come visit your salon.
well, and the thing is, like, I'm not
In March, we can stop on our way down to North Carolina.
Yes.
Oh, well, but when in March? Because I'm going to be going to Northwest.
Oh, I feel like I might have known this, but I did know this from our last live, but I got excited all over again. Oh, no. Wait.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah, Tacoma.
Yeah, I'm going to, that's, so my birthday's in March, and so that's what I want to do this year for my birthday is.
Nice.
Yeah.
It would be like March 1st or 2nd. I may have my days wrong, but it'd be like one of the first days of March.
Oh,
that we would be driving down.
Perfect, because I will be here, because that
Cool.
is actually my birthday. So
Cool.
Oh shit, the 1st or the 2nd?
First.
Okay.
Number 1, baby.
Number 1.
Yeah.
I love it.
I have my fancy dancy new calendar here.
Oh, there you go. Mark it down. Mark it down.
Oh,
Like, do I still have your phone number?
You can put it in your Notion.
Yes. Once you show us how to use it.
Okay, hang on. I'm like trying to figure out.
I made myself a calendar today.
How do I? Because like this box, you guys are kind of
It's
like.
very pretty.
Thank you.
Ooh, fancy. I like it. Okay, I'm just gonna put your faces in the middle, because then that way I can kind of see and move around. Okay, so this is Notion. This is my employee hub that I've made from like scratch.
It looks so nice. It looks so not made from scratch. Like,
yeah, no, it's super easy. Like I would say this probably took me 30 minutes. And then
holy crap.
These are just images. Like this bulletin is just like an image that was made in Photoshop. I didn't make this one.
yeah.
I just threw it in there because I was like, oh, I need an employee portal. I have an employee now. Excuse me, could we like not? Thank you.
She said, could we like yes?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't, this is not playtime. Thank you. Anyways, Cocker Spaniels. So yeah, so I just threw things in there to make this really, really quick. Because the employee thing happened really fast. So everything was happening super fast. And I was like, I need a way to communicate because I won't always be there. So I just needed something. So even like this discussion board per se, it's really just it's just a page within a page within a page, which is what each Notion is a page, is how they kind of describe it. So and in this way there's templates and everything all set up. So then that way if there is something that pops up that needs everyone's attention, like it goes to the discussion board and it will stay there until I decide to delete it.
And from what I'm understanding is you can basically invite anyone you want, anyone pertinent to this one, but they can't see like any of your other.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what you guys can see on my screen.
I can see all the way over to your menu on the left.
Okay, so you can see the menu.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure the whole window was actually
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So over here you can see what is shared.
Right.
This is a workspace. I tried Teams, which is like a different
like Microsoft Teams?
Kind of, except it's Notion Teams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's the same concept as Microsoft Teams, but it's maybe a little bit more expensive. I'm not really sure. I don't have enough people to have
to really like necessitate. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, why do that when I could just invite them as a guest and then they could be on the Dog Normus team? And then I can
Oh, okay.
invite different
Okay.
people, and they don't need access to all of my junk because I have a
Right.
lot of like nerd things on here and lists and
I
stuff.
see.
So,
I love it though.
so,
I'm here for all of it.
The Space
so
Marines.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's my
I'm
husband's.
specifically like house plants.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I have a houseplant tracker, like make
I
sure
love it.
everything's watered and
Yep.
so yeah, so it's like I have stuff for my husband's gaming
Yeah.
stuff on here, content creation, so then that way. And then why are you chewing my electricals? Stop.
Oh, puppy.
Give me
Come
this.
on
Because I'm a
now.
puppy.
I was gonna say that's classic puppy. Put everything in my mouth.
Go bother your father. Um, yeah, so then like journals, and then what I do typically, and I did this a lot in the beginning, is they have templates built for you. So
Nice.
like in the beginning, I had no idea what it was I was doing.
Well, yeah, if it's a
And
little intimidating to.
yeah, and then they're like, oh, and then you can like the YouTube people are like super experts at this. Like, oh yeah, and then I just embedded this, and I was like, oh, okay, that doesn't seem too hard. And then I tried it, and it didn't it didn't work the way
Oh,
theirs worked. And I was like, you know what, let's just go steal stuff from templates, and then I'll drag it
yeah.
into mine and make it all fancy. So
Beautiful.
yeah, so Notion basic. So I'll take you through my employee portal first, and then I'll kind of show you personal. I checked,
Yeah.
there's nothing too personal. I haven't
Oh,
updated anything in a while.
I was
So
gonna say no matter whatever you want to do.
no, there's nothing too personal. And then obviously I won't take you into the journals, but there's plenty of things that are journal like that you can see.
Right.
So the employee portal was a template. So I did pull it from the Notion online template. And so that's where this what's new is here. I don't put anything new there because I feel like if I want my employees to notice something, you kind of have to throw it in their face. So that's why I made this discussion board over here.
Yeah.
So I just haven't deleted that. But so this main portion is called a page. And to show you what it kind of looks like when it starts, this is what it looks like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So then you give it a title, and then you can give it an icon. You can add a cover, and then you start, and then
just start building.
Yeah, and then you can start building. I just clicked
Wow.
something. I don't know what I'm clicking.
That's okay. We're here for it. We're here for everything.
It's because like you guys are in the middle, so I'm like I can't read.
Oh.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because that one's getting deleted anyways. I only made that so that way you could see what a blank page looks like. And then as you add things, it will turn into something like this. So it's got my weather, like my list, my pages that are important, like Gigi's litter, so that way I can keep track of all of them. This calendar is an embed from my Google Calendar. So when anyone who's attached to my Google Calendar makes a change, it shows up here as well. Weekly to-dos, general to-dos, my competitions that are coming up, book notes and quotes, ideas, my Lego list that I need to get. Like it's so like you can you can customize this. This is supposed to be a moon phase but for some reason it went all janky like last week.
It isn't actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't been able to figure out why I can't fix it, but
is this, I'm assuming obviously you're on a computer with this. Is it accessible on a phone?
It is. It is not pretty.
It's not good. Okay.
So this is 2 columns, and you can kind of see this little
the little divider there.
I can change how thick each column gets and stuff. What the phone does is it takes this and puts it into one column.
Okay.
And so what it does is because I've got these dividers here, it will grab this first, and I could probably, I do have it on my phone, but I have specific pages made for the phone that's just in one column. Gotcha. So that way I can just take a note real quick and be like, oh, okay. We need hot dogs. So I can show you what exactly this looks like so this is what it kind of looks like from my phone. Oh, come on, you can do it, camera.
Okay.
Maybe if I step out, maybe it'll. Of course not. So
that's okay.
I'm not
basically
this, it's
formatted
all one. Yeah, it's all one. So like the first thing in is just my clock, and then my weather, and then it's a list of this pops up. That's why that's there specifically, so I can get to pages really quick on my phone.
Nice.
And then it's this on my phone, and then so it'll go right down this column. and then
then
it will come back up and it will start this column and go straight down.
okay.
And then
So it
will
may
start
take
this
some
column.
work to basically just organize it to where it's most
Right.
efficient on a phone screen.
Right.
Unrelated, you play Animal Crossing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, if we're not friends, we need to be friends.
I haven't touched it in like a year, so I might have
I'm re-
cockroaches, but
Oh, you definitely have cockroaches. Your hair's messed up. There's going to be a neighbor wanting to leave, and there's weeds everywhere.
yeah. Although it's okay because I've been trying to have a rock garden and set my rocks all because it's a Harry
Yes.
Potter theme. And so in the scene where Harry and Dumbledore go and get the locket, I
Yes.
have the big pool, like the little puddle of water,
Yes.
and then I want rocks all the way around it to make it that scene. And they spawn everywhere but the stinking rock garden space. So I'm like, just weeds everywhere. I don't even care. Like
Well, yeah, because then it's covered because that's a lot. I'm not looking forward to trying. Had to restart my island.
oh
And
no,
I'm like, I don't
won't.
even know if it's even worth it to try to do it, but I want to come fly to your island and I want to see it.
Okay, I think
At
my
some
Hogwarts
point.
castle's halfway built. I had a hedge maze for a little while. I took that down.
Ah,
Yeah, because I was working on the rock garden and I couldn't keep track
yeah.
of the rocks because they'd hide in the hedge maze. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh, right. Right.
So the hedge maze is down for a bit, but yeah, I drew
Oh,
it all
that's
out and
exciting.
everything. So
Oh,
I gridded it out and it was yeah.
oh, I'm so excited. Okay, that's amazing. Anyway, sorry, I saw it. I had to
Oh
ask.
yeah. So this nerd,
I
I have an
thought this
Animal
was
Crossing.
funny because I don't play Animal Crossing because I don't have Nintendo.
Right.
But I play Minecraft, and you guys talk about
Animal Crossing like you talk
the
about
way I
Minecraft.
talk about Minecraft with someone who's excited about Minecraft.
I love it.
Well, you could have a Minecraft page. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Yeah.
I love the fact that like, is there any cap to the number of pages?
There is not. So as long as you're on the free,
Yeah.
the free plan, you can have as many pages as you want. The only limitation that you have is that you can't put in
The images, right?
images. Like yeah, your upload is limited.
Okay.
To get around that, you
Uh-huh.
just use links.
Okay.
So you go to Google, go in your images, type up,
Mhm.
if you want a cute cat, and then
Yeah.
you could drop the cat link in and it will show up there. That is
Nice.
why I ended up paying for the personal upgraded plan.
So you didn't have to do that.
I didn't
Yeah.
have to do that. And then on
Excuse me.
top of it, certain widgets I had to upload as well. So it was, and then
Okay.
with my husband's nerd friends and everything, for their little miniatures, when they upload things, like now there's no limit. It's like I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
So
May I ask? I mean, I know I could probably just look it up, but do you know off the top of your head how much that is? So I have like a ballpark.
super cheap.
Okay.
Like
Oh, well, if you're already starting with 10, I'm like, as long as it's less than $50 a month, I'm game.
oh yeah, no. I think it's like
Okay.
$3 a month or something like that. Yeah, I think I paid like
What?
$30, $40.
I would
for the
literally
year.
just pay for the year at
Yeah,
that point. Yep.
yeah, that's why I was
Yep.
like, what? No limits? Yeah, just take my money. Like
So is there a dark mode? Do you know?
there is. So all of
Ooh.
your settings are up here.
Okay.
And so you can change
Oh,
your
I can make the
text.
fonts have serifs.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep, so you can
Okay.
be extra fancy. Pinkies up when you drink your tea. You can do small, like real small text if you need to. You can do full width, which fills the whole screen,
Uh-huh.
or you can do like so it'll so that way you have the space on the sides if you need to. I don't know why. I'm a full width kind of girl, so
Yeah, no, I like it.
and then you can customize the page. Lock the page is for visitors, so then that way visitors can't change anything, but then you can't
Okay.
change anything either. Once you lock the page, you have to unlock it to make changes, and that's anything like adding to-dos or anything like that. So
okay.
yeah, so my page is unlocked, but I'll show you the share feature. You can it's in my favorites, so it's at the very top. If it's a page you're going to be using a lot for on your phone, you'll need a favorite because it just it makes it easier.
Yeah.
Copying the link if my Notion page was public, then I could copy the link and share it with anyone. This one is private, so you have to be invited per email to be able to view it. Okay. You can undo anything. Control Z usually works. Page history, so then that way, if
you can go back and see what
it's like
you've done.
quick jump. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more so for like college students when you're reading something and then you like change topics and then something in that new topic comes up and you're like, oh shoot, where did I put that? You can jump back to that history
Gotcha.
page. Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
show deleted pages. So if you deleted something on accident, you can go kind of got a fail
It's still
safe.
there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The delete button.
Okay.
I don't have anything to import because I'm not a coder, so
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have
Yeah,
anything
no.
to import.
Yeah.
Export, you can make this into a PDF. So if you are a spreadsheet lover, you can make spreadsheets and then print them
Stephanie?
into so then you can put them into a PDF or an HTML if you want to send it out via link or whatever. And then you can add connections, which is all of the additional apps that you can participate in to then make it more automatic. So like Zapier, you can
Yes. How you can make the connections. So that,
because Zapier
automatic
will
processes and
so like my to-do list for my cleaning task, I have to go through and uncheck all of them because I didn't bother to link Zapier. But you can make it so then that way the old ones from like let's say today's, because today's I'm done working, they at 7 p.m. they disappear and they generate tomorrow's.
beautiful.
So then that way you don't have to do that. So there are ways to do that. And then if a lot of project managers use this. So like when they're contacting clients and building websites and whatever project managing they're doing, they use all of these different apps. And so that then they can connect them and make them better. I have one app connected to make something work in my for the nerd side of things. So that way it auto regenerates and stuff like that. But for the most part, everything that you see, like my weather, those are all just embed buttons. So you just copy the link, paste it in, and then boop, it
And
goes.
you found those links within Notion. They give you these tools to add in, or you found those online?
I found those on Reddit, like when I'm just like searching around and I'm like, ooh, look how pretty their Notion is. And then I'm like, then of course, there's 23 comments all asking, where did you get this? And then the person posts this and I'm like, oh, don't mind if I do. So Reddit is a super, super duper button manufacturing because they just go into Notion. It's
Notion
thing.
layouts, Notion templates, Notion app.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh God.
I looked up the prices.
Forever.
Oh,
I looked up the prices. So there's the Plus, which is the big difference, you get basic animation or basic analytics, only a 30-day page history, and only 100 guest collaborators.
You got it. Collaborators.
And then
collaborators.
And that's $8 a month. And then there's the business, which is a 90-day page history, advanced analytics, and 250 guest collaborators. Those are the big differences. That one's $15 a month.
Yeah, I mean it's relatively, if you want to not have to worry about like your uploads or anything, it's really not very bad.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't have that many friends, so
I was gonna say, where am I gonna find more than 250 people? Like
business is going well. Yeah.
This is awesome.
So
now that I have like seen this, now I'm like, this is all I'm gonna think about for a day. Like
yeah, and I'll like kind of walk you through like the basics just so you can kind of see like how you can drag and drop and stuff. This is the share button up here. This will tell you who who has access to this page.
Right.
And then you can change what their role is. So like I can change.
So it's very Canva-esque.
It is.
In that way. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's why when you were like, oh, my brand thing is on Canva, I was like, well, I have that too, but I also work on Photoshop. So it's nice to have all of my hex codes and everything.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah. So if we go back to the Dog Normas portal.
Yes.
I could show you. So if we see the share button here, we could see there's a few more
Okay.
guests on here, and then you can see they can edit, but they can't like change things. So,
Right,
so it's
right.
like very, because those are the people who need to be inside.
Able to like put in needs looking into, what's getting
Right,
low, all that stuff. Yeah.
right. So so if we go to, okay, here we go. So what you can also do too is this is the main page, like this is a page. And then if you click like in the employee handbook, it'll take you to another page.
I gotcha.
And then in here,
amazing.
like you can toggle switches. So then that way,
Okay.
and then that way you can kind of organize everything.
I love how legit everything is.
Yeah. Everything's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
yeah,
databases are gonna get ridiculous.
And the databases are so, that is Notion's most powerful tool, is the databases. Yeah, so, and then of course, like you can put in guides so that way they know how to answer the phone. You can put in texting shortcuts. So then that way you can just copy and paste, like, because if you use logo or if you have an automated text or something, then that way you don't have to worry about your employees saying something weird, because they can just copy and paste it.
Yep.
Question.
Yes.
Can you share those with me? Because I'm looking for those.
Yeah, I can give you access to my Notion page.
Awesome.
And then the cool thing too about Notion is if I give you access to my whole employee portal page, you can usually come in here, and I don't know if I can because this is mine.
Right.
Okay. Usually there's a way you can go in and duplicate the whole entire page as a template, and then it gets put into the little private bits. So that's why you see all these private bits on here.
Yeah.
So like this new hire onboarding thing that I got.
Oh, cool.
None of this is mine. I didn't make this.
Right.
This was just what someone else had made, and so I wanted to see like what their and this is one of their databases. It's just a different view. And so then that way you can get an idea of like, this is what works on this template. And then I can go in and change things or drag it and move it to my own.
Oh,
So
very cool.
Yeah. So if you really liked it, you can come and like, this is how I duplicate a page. Wait, where is my duplicate?
Uh-oh.
Hold on, I know they just updated this because they're adding an AI feature in here. So then that way, for us content creators, when we're like, I want to do a video on how to do the Portuguese water dog, and then it will like help you source a whole bunch of
awesome.
information.
I was actually gonna say earlier, I mentioned to Meg at some point the AI text one that I was using, and I've been using it to write emails. I'm like, oh, that would be like,
it's actually pretty spot on.
Yeah, like, and that's what they're bringing into Notion. I think like right now I think they're in alpha. So only certain people have it. I didn't even check to see if I had it. So then what you could do is like you can write, it'll help you write blog posts. It'll even help you code. So like if you're getting into coding, it'll help you code. It's insane. I can't even believe.
Yeah. The first test I did was I asked it to tell me a story about a dog groomer.
Oh.
And it told me, and I stupidly didn't save it, but it told me the most beautiful story about this dog groomer who, like, there's a whole love story with it. It was so well thought out. Like,
gosh,
it was beautiful.
Might not have to write my book after all.
Right.
This
is what I want to talk about.
But I also offer proofreading services, so
well,
let me know.
So I already okay, so my goal is to write a book this year. My friend is a legit editor, so
okay, never mind.
Sorry, she already grabbed that job from you.
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah, and then I want to show you the brand guide because I know someone will really enjoy this. So here is our brand guide. I haven't put in any of my fonts in there yet. At least not on this side of the things. I think I have it in my Bujo setup, but not the Dog Norma setup. So yeah, and then I have all of the colors,
Ah, so
which are
pretty. Yeah.
they are Sherman-Williams,
Yeah.
literally I picked colors from Sherman-Williams so I can get paint. I also have het codes that you can tell if it's my primary color or if it's just a neutral or if it's an accent. So then that
This is
way,
going to be so helpful for me.
no problem,
That's
dog. I do.
amazing.
Yeah. And then yeah, so you can literally put anything in here. And then this is just so that way you can get an idea, Stephanie, this is another database just in gallery view. So then that way there's a picture involved with it.
Awesome.
So, and then like another database. So we'll go to, as this is another big database. This whole thing is a database. So these are, there it goes. Okay. So this is my reading tracker because I like to take notes while I read. So this is a database that is connected to this database that is connected to this database. So
Oh
this
my.
little, this link up here is all of the books that I've read. These are the ones that I have waiting to be read. And these are the
Okay.
ones that I am currently reading. So, and then like inside the database, wait, no, these are not the ones that I'm currently reading because I finished most of these. Oh no, these are, yeah, I finished most of these. So something got messed up here in one of the, I haven't checked in since like before Christmas because I was like, I'm not supposed to be working.
Aw.
So you can filter these out. And I made a little tab for, oh no, that's not what I want. Stop doing that. Get off there. Delete filter.
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay, so I can go back to this filter. And then there is a status right here, status.
Ah.
And then
Oh,
so
nice.
anything that is reading. So there we go. So that is what I am reading.
Nice.
Yes. So, that's like a very, just to show you, like just a big gigantic database. That's what this is.
Wow.
And then the other big gigantic database for Stephanie is the grooming competitions.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like this one's big, so that's what
I see that. It's
it might take a
loading.
moment to load. Yeah. So the competition calendar is an actual calendar. There is a way to connect the calendar to database entries. I just haven't figured out how to link the two yet.
Okay.
The competition journal is technically a database. The point systems that for the travel team accumulation are each their own database. And then this is
Everybody.
everybody. So this is a very simple database. It has no high functioning clickies, doodads, and whatnot. If you go into,
How do the points get put into it?
this one I put in manually.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to code for my calendar because the calendar is technically, so my goal is that I want to get the Whitman's grooming competition. My goal is to input how many people were in the class and then type in who got first, second, and third, and then it will automatically distribute
Add the
the
points appropriately.
So then that, and then
Nice.
put it in there. And then the way that would work is, so this calendar is not a Google calendar. This is a database calendar. So remember how I
Slightly
said,
off topic.
yeah.
Is there a way to see Barclays or not Barclay, groom teams, like all their point stuff, like publicly?
Yes, it's on the groom team website.
Is it?
Which I put a fancy embedded button right here in case you needed help finding it.
Nice. And it shows, does it break down like what happened at each show too?
No, kind of. So the way groom team points works is they have a big, it looks just like this, where it's a big spreadsheet. They don't put people in order unless you click the total and then it will put them in order, but they just put people in and then update their overall points. Then if you scroll further down the overall big spreadsheet, then you'll get something that looks like this, which is broken down per class, because that is who represents our travel team.
Oh, and the times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I said that because just in case I had to know. So it
Oh,
won't
and I
really
see you've put the name of the show and then what place they got.
Yeah. Well, not place. It's the points that they accumulated.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and since we're doing Groom Team over 3 years for this accumulation,
because
yeah. So if you look at them, Christy got 3 points at Het Pro 2021. I almost said 11.
Oh, that's what that means. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So yeah, instead of like typing out 2011, it was just like, well, I know the accumulation for points is it's going to be 2021, 2022, 2023. So I just put 1, 2, 3. So that's that's where those points come from. So, and they don't necessarily say who got first, second, and third, but you can kind of see like, okay, well,
based on who got
the most points, who got the second amount of most points, and who got the third most amount of points. Yeah, so that's how the Groom Team website looks like. I just made it so that way they have their own compartments.
Now I'm wondering if I can make a thing that takes that and then actually separates it all out for me.
When you say separates out, like what do you want to separate?
Like I want to see what first, second, and third was for.
Right. Okay. So that is where databases are awesome. So let's go back to the calendar, because my calendar in this format is a database. It is not a Google Cal. So this itself is a database, just in a calendar format. So if I click Whitman's, it will pull up a page, which will then tell you, and this is where, this is where your fancy MacGyvering starts happening. You can add a property, which would then, you could add first, second, third for open, entry, intermediate, whatever you wanted to do. And then you would connect it to a code, which then I could say, okay, well, if, and I don't know coding, so forgive me for those who do know coding, and I get this kind of messed up, but for simplest terms, you'd put in, let's say I got first, and there were 16 in the class, so that would mean I'd get like, I think it's 7 points. So then the database would configure it all for me. So I would just be like, it's me, type in me for first. And then I would be like 16 in the class, and then it would put it into another database, which then you could then click and it would still bring you to the Whitman's grooming competition. And then you could see all of the layout. I haven't figured out how to connect all those dots yet. So for now, it's just simple. I put it in manually.
Oh, and look at you, got the judges and when it is and where you're staying.
And then you can do your packing list. So then that way, like, I know who's there, and then general packing list. So then that way I know overall that's what I need. These are just specific to this class.
To the dog. Yeah. I am just like, my mind is all over my room right now because it exploded.
Yep. And then I can have hotel, staying, and then the attending checkbox. So this is where the database comes. So then if you go back to my Bujo where it said it listed, if I check this, it shows up on my my upcoming competitions that are coming up. If I uncheck it, it takes it off. So then that way I'm not stressing about these other competitions that I'm attending to. So
nice.
Yeah. So that's like kind of the jam about databases, because that's like, if you love databases, you're going to love Notion, because that's its strongest.
I love it.
Yeah.
Could I copy yours and then put my own travel stuff in it for myself?
Yep. So the only thing that you would have to change, I don't think you have to change anything, because
but I would still I would then have to input everything, right?
If I gave you shareable access to this, and I think this one is public except for my competition journal. Yeah, so anyone with the link can view it, and then once you view it, like I said, there's a duplicate page button somewhere, but because I own it, it's not going to give me the duplicate button.
Right.
Yeah, so there's it shows up somewhere because I've done it to other people's pages where I'm like, oh, this is really pretty, duplicate, and then I just
Swipe.
drag over what I want. So yeah, I can share the link with you, and then you can just duplicate it, and then you can manipulate it however you want, and it won't affect mine at all. Because
Awesome.
you
Oh,
won't
perfect.
have editing access. You'll just have viewing access. Yep, and then the other one is, this is the journal entry. So there are, and this is another, I gotta move your faces. This is the other cool thing about databases, is you can change the way you want to view it. So these are all of the, well, no, they're not all, because I haven't put in everything. I have an actual journal. I'm slowly digitalizing everything, but ever since I've been open, I've been keeping track of them. So
yeah,
what I'm doing, so then that way I can keep
like any notes on critique or like anything like that.
Yeah, so then in here, these will be all my entries. The ones that I've placed at will be here, and then the pictures should pop up here. Yeah, like down here. So then that way you can see all the pictures. Anything that was wire, they will pop up here. Oh, nope, that's wrong, because those aren't wires. It's just
maybe it just throws them in the top of it and still shows everybody. I don't know.
Probably with the big AI update, it probably messed up my. So I'd go to filter. This is all other purebred, and so I'd click all other purebred. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, and then same with wire. So I'd go to filter, class, wire coded. There. So then so you can change the way you view things in the database. Is like super, super cool.
That's amazing.
Yes. And then just so you get an idea, this is in this database, because it's in list format, you can make it grid format. And you can have it show anything up here. So I could have it where it says Pet Pro placed, open, and then the date of the show. So you can control whatever it is that you want to put into your database. And I don't know, did I like my judge for Poodle? I'm like, I want to open one of these, so that way we'll open a new template, but I was like, I don't want people to know how I felt about that judge.
But no, this makes sense how you're able to keep track and know who you want to show under and stuff like that.
Yeah, because there are some people
I might do that with like a seminar journal.
Yeah, no,
and then
it's good reference notes. I mean, it's, especially in a grooming competition, like, it's really hard. You put so much work into it. You're sleep deprived. You've been building up for this, and then to have a judge who probably has like what I'd like to call bedside manners. They just give it to you. They're just like, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, and you're like, okay. And you're like, don't cry. Like, there's public, and
I would cry.
Yeah.
I would cry.
There have been a couple times where I'm like, okay, breathe. Like, and then I immediately, I go write it down. I try to take all emotion out of it. I just write down what their words were. And then when I go back and revisit it, then go, to my hotel room, weep a little bit, and come back. And then when I revisit it and I've let my emotions overcome me, I can see the before and afters, and I'm taking time for that.
Right.
Then I can take their words as helpful words and not
versus just like feeling like an attack.
Yeah. And because it's hard. It's a lot of work.
Well,
and
put a lot of effort into it for someone to just be like, well, you could have done this, this, and this.
Yeah. Like, oh gosh, this outline looks like poop. Like, you should just fix the whole thing. And it's like, oh,
thanks. That's constructive.
Like, thank you.
Yeah. When I was it was like my first competition, and I was also testing for NDGAA. And I was doing a Westie, which, I'm not gonna lie, looking back at it, looked like shit.
But in the moment,
I was pretty proud of that. And like, the judge, I actually didn't have time to wait for the judge in the ring, because I had like a specific time I had to be at the table for NDGA. And so I ran there, and the first thing she said is, have you ever actually read the breed standard?
You know, there are some judges, when they give me my critique, I would have been like, when was the last time you read a Musty Breed Standard? Because this dog shows next weekend, and there's no way I'm going to do that. My breeder, the person who owns this dog would kill me.
Yeah.
I
do have to say, I will be needing to go at 6. I still got to make dinner. Oh, sorry, 8 o'clock for you guys. But
okay. Well, I kind of did the math. I was like, oh, okay, in 3 minutes. Okay, bye. I got to make food. So to give you a quick rundown, not templates. We'll go. Okay, so this is a blank page. Well, not blank anymore because I built this board and what's this on? Okay, here's a blank page. Okay. So it starts pretty blank like this. Depending on what you want to build, you can get crazy with it. So this is your title. So we'll put title there, and then if you click anywhere off the screen, it becomes kind of like a text box essentially.
Okay.
And anytime you hit enter, it becomes a new text box. So up here, if I write blah blah blah, and I try to fill it up, trying to fill it up so that way you can see. Oh yeah, I probably should put some spaces in there. Okay, so then if I go down to this other text box, put some spaces in there so that way it looks. You will see there's like new, it's like a different, can you see the spacing slightly different?
Yeah.
Yes. And then I can
it's got different options there. Switch them around and
so then I can drag this one up here if I want. If I'm like, oh, that's more important. I can also add it to the side and start making columns.
Whoa.
So same thing down here.
I feel like that was a collective mind blow.
So I can just drag this and add a third column. Sorry, your faces are kind of in the way for that.
Oh, sorry, I would move, but
get out of the way. And then there are commands. So if you hit if you hit the slash, you will see different commands to add.
Oh my goodness.
And then this is how you slowly make it pretty. So then this is where like the images would come in and you can add. They have stuff that
like
you can
some of their
add.
own
So if I want
stuff.
to add a Westie, so then I can add these
I mean, they
images.
don't look pretty like yours, though.
I was gonna say,
I was like, maybe I'll upload one. You can embed a link. So if they're like, you can make an inspiration board. So if you want to make your, I'm drawing a blank on the board that you call it, but
mood board?
Vision board.
Okay.
So if you want to make a vision board, you can literally just pack images on top of each other. And you can just embed links. So you don't have to print them anymore. You can just
don't have to download them and then upload them. You can just
put them in the links. And then you can always do the download and then upload. So you can pick a file. I'm sure I've downloaded something cute recently.
So question, does it require internet access?
Yes.
The entire time you're using it or just when you're creating?
The entire time.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
That's its big downfall right now. Is that you can't use it offline and then wait for it to update the rest of everything once you So you do need internet access to download it.
Okay.
Yeah. So then you can just upload this file.
Nice.
Yeah. So and then again you can make multiple columns with that same image.
It'll just automatically resize, which is great.
Yep. And then you can make your columns different if you like. And they all don't have to be the same size. So I can make that one tiny and I can make this one really long. Yeah. So it's like a center column. And then I can add this one in this column. Yeah.
Stephanie, we have to do actual schoolwork tomorrow, okay? We can do some of this, but we have to do work.
If you want to add a database, So you could add a table. You can add a blank table, which is what my Groom Team one is. If you want to do table view, which is probably up Stephanie's alley, you have to remember that the spreadsheet or table is a bunch of pages. So what I can do is I can make this spreadsheet, and we'll just grab the competition calendar just because I know there's a lot of information in there. So we can grab the competition calendar, and then I can change it. It'll ask you what view you want, because this page already exists. So it's just asking you, like, do you want one of these already existing views, or do you want to make a new view that's just for this? And so you can see it's updating. Like I have, I don't know why it keeps clicking like that. Maybe it's just showing me all of my, but yeah, so then you can create new view, and you could do a board. See, you can do a list of things. So then that way you can have your check marks. You can have timeline. So then that way it's
Oh,
like
look at that. Oh, that's
like,
amazing.
yeah. So there's like a whole, and then this is where that drag board was. So
Oh, cool.
I don't know why that's labeled as business, but okay. But then yeah, then it will put it in these little tags that I have. So like I have competition tags, I have countdown tags. So then that way I know how many weeks out that competition is. So I mean, you can, it's, it's super amazing. And then, like I said, each one of these is a page. So then you can open it with the little pencil tool to go in, or you can click it. So if we stick with this, we're like, yeah, that looks good. Show database title, open pages in Peak. Peak is like where it opens up on the side versus like opening up a new window. So we'll say that's good. Then you can change your filters, so you can show, like, where's the little eyeball? The properties that are shown. I could say I want the date shown. I want the attendance shown. Yeah, a whole bunch of things. Okay, so
Nice.
X out of that. And so now you can see my competition calendar. This is a competition from 6th to the 8th. This is a 4-week marker, grooming window. So then that way, if you like lists, then instead of a calendar, you can put it in list view.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
Do you want a Notion nibbler?
Everyone
He says,
needs a
yes,
Notion.
I will take a Notion.
And then just to make it pretty, you can add an icon.
Ooh.
Hang on, I gotta move the faces again. Icons. Oh. So there's a few, like you can do the emojis, you can do these icons. I like these. I think these are nice. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's make a phone.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh,
and then you can add a cover, which is this little bit up here. And again, you can upload, you can link it, which is what my my weather thing is I've linked my weather thing into that. And then of course you've got, if you don't have images, you can find images. So yeah, let's do this one because it looks pretty. And then you can reposition.
Oh. Aw.
That ear set is really, really high. And then
looks pretty when it was small, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, I mean, if you want, you can add the plus sign, you can add things. So we're going to add a header. Stuffs. And then when you start getting, you can color change it. So you can change the text or the background.
I am so sold on this. And you don't have a referral link or anything?
No.
I can finally share my databases, my database of databases.
Yeah. You can literally put databases inside databases.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of people who sell Notion templates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Wow. What'd you do?
I don't know. Dang. Okay.
It's the puppy.
Well, I gotta go.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Yeah, so there are people who make Notion pages that like you can purchase, like for example, content creators will make content creator Notion pages. So if you look at like my content creation, which is sadly lacking because I don't I don't do anything. Like media kit, affiliate links, vision boards, you know, and then you've got content calendars. Like people make these and sell them. So that's always an option if for you. But yeah, here's all my affiliate links.
Oh, nice.
And then again, you can see databases on databases.
Oh my God.
Content calendars. So then that way, if you are not luxury enough to pay for your social media person, you can plan out your
Stephanie,
stuff.
this is where I'm putting, forget the Google Doc. I'm
Yeah.
mapping every single account will have its own page, and this is where I'm mapping it.
Yeah,
love
no,
it.
and then you can share it with them, and then each person, and then like their to-do list. So, like, let me open up. I should have at least one content calendar. I should at least have one thing because I have stuff sitting in my platform list. Okay, so
with people when you're sharing, do people get like notifications of like? Can you set that up?
Yeah, so under settings, I don't know if I think they get emails. I think you can set it up. It really depends on the plan, I think, that you're on. So here's my
Awesome.
notifications and settings. So they'd have to go in and decide, do they want desktop? So I have the desktop app. So then that way it's not it's not another tab in my
right.
collection of tabs. I only do mobile push notifications, so this is the first thing I look at in the morning. It's just habit. Some people open Facebook, I open Notion. Like, oh, no.
No, that's incredibly more productive.
With my one eye, like, but yeah, you can have email notifications. Project managers love Slack, so you can do Slack notifications, and they work coincidentally together. Here's where you can get your light or your dark. And then you can use your system settings. So if your computer is set to have light during the day and dark during the evening, it will adjust to your computer.
Very cool.
Yep.
And I am dark all the time.
I had dark for a while, but it's winter. It's all dark all the time.
I know.
I need some light, even if it's artificial for my computer screen. So, yep. And then, yeah, so all of your settings are in here. So you just have to tell the people that you're sharing with to like, hey, set your notifications, because if you don't, or like for me, for example, it's just common practice for me to open it. And then, like I said, I do have a work tablet at work. It's open constantly.
Yeah.
Like that's the main page it stays on. It was mostly because I had people who didn't clean up after themselves, and I wanted to remind them there is a cleaning list.
Oh, there you go.
We like a clean work environment. I'm not a neat freak, but
let's be reasonable.
I don't want tea or hair in my tea. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that it's all about how you want to set up your environment. If you want notifications, set up notifications. If you want a tablet, which the tablet is pretty. It
does work pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks just like the computer. It is only the phone where it is really ugly. And yeah, so
they have it for my Vibe board too. I bet there's a widget that I could put it up on my Vibe board all the time.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Yeah. And Notion works really hard to that's what sold me, because I have a lot of my brother-in-law's in project managing, so I have a lot of cool inside knowledge about all of these nice project manager type things. And this one was just like, when I found it through actually my friends who were still in college, and they were using it for like note taking and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they don't use notebooks anymore.
No.
So
what is that? What is a pencil?
Poor pencil. So they had told me that they were using Notion, and I was like, what is this Notion thing? And they're like, oh, you know what? You probably really like it. And here I
am. Passing it on.
I'm sharing is caring. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, no, I am absolutely stoked, and I hope other people watch this and become just as stoked.
Yeah, because it's super duper awesome. And like I said, I use it for my employees. I use it to organize my husband's things. I use it to organize my own nerd things. I mean, I even
the opportunities are endless.
It is, and it's super customizable. Like if you want very minimalistic, modern style, then just gray tones. They've got a gray, black and white text, like all is good. if you are inspired by, if you're learning as a new groomer, you can put all of these pictures of all these beautiful dogs that you find
Right.
into your Notion to help
Stephanie, you
encourage you.
already know mine's going to be so rainbow. It's going to be gaudy, but I'm going to love it.
Yep.
It's okay. That's what makes Notion.
Why it's yours.
Exactly.
You might even want to go on, I know a Reddit post, someone had made a super rainbow.
I'm going to look, like literally I'm going to be making dinner and like scrolling through Reddit, like,
yeah,
which I need to do still.
There's like inside Reddit, the subreddit of Notion, there's database inside database. There's like a Reddit inside a Reddit where they have another subreddit where it's just people posting the links to their templates. A lot of them are free. Some of them cost money, but it's like $4.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, sure. That probably took you hours, and it saved me here's
hours.
$5.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yeah. So
this is awesome.
I am so pumped.
It was great having you here.
Yeah, no problem.
This was amazing. Everybody, round of applause. Even though no one's here with us, but whatever. Watch it back.
We'll put it on a YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I have YouTube.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me just upload it for you. I haven't posted anything on there in a long time. I just have videos sitting, waiting to be edited, and then I go to edit them, and I'm waiting. Like, I should probably go do something else. Like update my Notion
anything
or something.
But this.
Yeah. Anything else.
Yeah, anything. I hate editing so much.
Yeah, so that's what I said with the podcast. I had told Meg, I'm like, I really want to do this, but I'm not going to edit. It's either you're going to edit or it's going out raw. It's
going up raw.
Going out raw and unlubricated.
So what platforms are you putting the podcast on?
We're using
any of the ones that Anchor allows us to do, which I think is like all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Anchor's all of them.
I have to. That's one of my big tasks tomorrow because the first episode is going up Friday. So.
Well, I'm letting you know. You might want to put it up on YouTube as well because that's free SEO. I'm just saying.
Yes, actually, that's exactly why we're like when we see where we're doing the video because we do it through Restream, so it records the video as well. So yeah, actually that is something we talked about and we need to do that as well. Yes.
Yeah. Well, YouTube, I know YouTube really well.
Okay.
I know my social media SEO, but I just don't do it.
It's a matter of time more for you. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's 8:00. The dogs are starting to stare at me. Like
oh yeah. No, yeah. But anyways, thank you for giving us your time.
Of course. Anytime.
Not wait.
It was something I was gonna look at anyways because of how many times you were mentioning it to me.
I was just trying to make your life easier. That's all.
But now that I've like seen it, I'm like, oh my God, why did I not like do this when I first wrote it down on my envelope? So anyways,
that's why I'm like, guys, I'm just trying to help you.
Yeah.
I know.
And I looked at it before by myself and it just wasn't clicking how much I could do with it, I guess.
Yeah.
We needed this. This is what we needed.
More of like what it can do. Then I know I can get there because I love doing.
Oh, I know you can.
It's that's
why when you were like,
now I know.
Need you, I was like,
yeah,
okay.
Like I think knowing what kind of goals are realistic is helpful because I'm like, well, I don't even know what I can do with it.
Well, and seeing how quickly you were able to just, make that dummy page, like how quickly it was just like coming together into a thing. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and it's literally like a drag and drop system, which is I think the part that I love the most. Right. I know in the beginning when I started using it, trying to drag and drop into columns. Oh man, it was so annoying. I was like, just get to the left. I just want you right here. Like, stop. But now
Right.
they make it where if you do the slash and you start
Yeah.
to type in column, it will automatically put
break
the
it.
columns, and then you can just drop them in the spots. And the drag and drop
Perfect.
system is so much better than when I
Yeah.
started like a couple years ago. So it was, yeah, my husband would come in and he'd be like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm trying to drop this on the left side because," and then of course, like the phone was so ugly. And I was like, "It needs to be
Right.
on the left because the left starts
Right.
at the first and I
At
need to
the
get to these
top.
pages."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Oh man.
No, there was a lot of learning curve and a lot of YouTube videos, but it was
Yeah.
worth it.
Nice.
It was worth it.
Absolutely.
And
Yes. No, this was great. We could probably go ahead and end the recording.
Okay.
bye.
Bye everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Hold on. I can't find my mouse.
Oh, okay. Just kidding. We're still here. Hi.
Hello. Here, I'll
Have a fabulous day. Look at the puppy.
Why can't
Thank
I
you
do
for
this?
existing.
Oh, there it is.
What's
Oh.
happening? Okay, bye.